Okay, I promised in the previous video, but I got to talk about this because new rules again. Once again, USA Today, according to USA Today, Mike Tyson, basically new rules are announced for this fight, and it just says here Tyson-Paul fight sanctioned as a professional bout, but many in boxing call it an exhibition. No kidding, it's an exhibition for sure, in my humble opinion. George Foreman called the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul an exhibition, even though it was announced on Monday that the fight scheduled for July 20th in Texas has been sanctioned as a professional bout. In my opinion, they're doing that because they see the buzz online. They're going, we got to do something about this. People that are controlling this fight, people that are benefiting for this fight financially are going to put a spin on words. But let's look at the facts here. Unlike standard pro fights, the rules for the Mike Tyson-Paul bout set for 8 rounds, call for 2-minute rounds. Right there, I can't take it seriously. Not a professional fight. But let's continue with the article. The rounds and 14-ounce gloves. Rounds are usually 3 minutes, and gloves typically weigh 10 ounces. Purely an exhibition. Mike former heavyweight champion told USA Today Sports by text message after the rules were announced on Monday. Great for each man. Tyson can't get hurt, and Paul can have a good night as well. Paul doing more for boxing than any mainstream contender. That's what George Foreman is saying. This is a watered down version of boxing, in my opinion. It's not real boxing. Like it's just not. It's just like WWE version of boxing. Teddy Atlas goes on to say, by the way, someone just left a comment on what my previous video saying, no content, blah, blah, blah. Hello, this is content. There's always a troll out there. This is content. Me talking about boxing, a video going, it's called content. Look up the definition of content. Just because I'm not having a robot voice showing a bunch of video clips that are 30 seconds that someone put a copyright strike on, by the way. I should counterclaim it right away. It's ridiculous. But anyway, someone's literally using Tyson Fury clips, using every clip in the world. I show it, I'm talking over it, and they give me a hard copyright strike, which is crazy. It's my right. It's called fair use. It's my legal right. Anyway, going back, Teddy Atlas, a retired trainer. I'm sorry, it's a dummy. Teddy Atlas, a retired trainer who once worked with Tyson, told USA Today Sports that calling the fight a professional bout is a bit inaccurate or creative use of words. See, there it is. I totally agree with Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas knows what's up. He knows what's going on. It's obvious what this is. It's a money grab. It's entertainment. I get it. But we're gonna see how this all plays out. Some people are like, oh, Jake Paul's gonna knock Mike Tyson out, vice versa. I don't think anyone's getting knocked out. The modified rules were proposed by the promoter of Holden Boxing LLC, according to the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, which oversees combat sports in Texas. Other figures in the boxing world shared their thoughts with USA Today by phone and text message. Let's see what Abel Sanchez says. He's a trainer, retired trainer now. I think he trained GGG, Triple G. Anyway, disappointed, all the hype leading up to it. That being said, I think it benefits Mike, but the luster of the unknown anticipation of what is left in Mike is diminished, Sanchez says. No kidding. I'm just reading what this says, but no kidding. Mike Tyson is, again, he's 58 years old the night of the fight in July. So let's see what else we can get out of this article. All of it might be, as we call it, a glorified sparring sessions. That's right. And will fans pay to see sparring sessions? Absolutely. People pay for anything these days, especially young, impressionable fans of this Paul guy. They're living in a fantasy, a lot of them. They think it's real. They think that he's going to really fight Mike Tyson. They think he's some great boxer. But meanwhile, the one fight where it wasn't a middle-aged man, where it wasn't an MMA fighter, he fought Tommy Fury and he lost to a C-minus fighter, a regular, just a weekend type fighter skill set, and he lost. The one time he stepped up, they dared to take a chance, the Jake Paul camp, to see what Jake Paul really had, to fight a real fighter, even though it's a journeyman type level skill fighter. From what I'm seeing, he lost. So anyway, this goes on to say tickets are expected to go on sale May, and the fight will take place at $80,000 seat AT&T Stadium. So Imagine if these seats don't sell and they're not moving much, which I think they will, but if they just see that, maybe they're going to just like, oh, we better make this 3 rounds. We got to do something. They might scramble to change things up if it's like a really bad, poor sales going in. Could you imagine an empty arena when these two go to fight? Probably not. Just wishful thinking on my part. I'm just saying this is ridiculous because I'm a real boxing fan. I hate to see boxing get watered down like this and it becomes a sideshow where really, really good fighters that are putting their lives on the line, literally like really good quality fighters, are just not getting much attention sometimes. It's you know, boxing is it's been lagging a little bit. The Ryan Garcia fight was really good. The Devin Haney fight, real good. But they're watering this sport down. There's these interim belts. What the heck's an interim title? Everyone has a title now. 15 years ago, you wouldn't even know about this. Interim this, interim that. This guy has a belt, that guy has a belt. Let's just get it to one title like it was in each division. That's never going to happen. So, you know, the rules are rules. It's not the regular rules. Things are being thrown around. Things are being twisted to make this work out. Let's see what Tony Tucker says. Tony Tucker is a retired heavyweight boxer. You might recognize the name. That's a little different. He says, I'm used to 3-minute rounds. It may be reasonable because of Tyson's age. Of course, Tyson has very little gas in the tank, especially at 58. I mean, you saw it in his late 30s, at his last losses. Let's see what Larry Holmes says. Former champion, Larry Holmes. You might have heard of him. Tyson actually fought him when he was much older and Tyson was younger. So Tyson, Larry Holmes says, you mean these guys are changing the rules? I'll bet a quarter on Mike Tyson, Holmes said. That's funny. Kathy Duver, promoter, daughter of Lou Duver, I believe. The shorter rounds favor Tyson, stating the obvious, and the bigger gloves probably favor Paul. At least they both know what to expect going in. Lou DiBella, boxing promoter. The glove size means nothing, does nothing to soften brain blows. Some argue that the bigger mass create more contact and may cause a ricochet effect of the brain moving. 2-minute rounds favors less stamina, particularly with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. 8 rounds appropriate, DiBella said. I don't know if DiBella is profiting from this in any way. Probably not, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I don't think he is, but not sure. I just think that this is all about entertainment for money, which is fine. But again, I'm gonna watch highlights of this. I'm not buying it. And again, to clarify, because people always get it wrong when they troll you in the comments. Oh, this is not pay-per-view. Well, essentially it is. It's the same model, because what they're trying to do is Netflix is trying to get more subscribers by having this live fight. So people that are not subscribed to Netflix, they might want to subscribe. So therefore, if you're paying to see the fight and you're paying to subscribe, you're essentially a buyer. You're paying to watch the fight, obvious stuff. So anyway, I just think this is a big, I can't even, it's just, honestly, for me, it's ridiculous. I'd rather see Mike Tyson doing commentating, stuff like this. I'd rather not see him in there taking part in this. But hey, get that money and run. I'm out until the next one. Got to talk about Tyson, Tyson Fury. It's going to be really good. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Fury versus Usyk coming out. Should be interesting. I'll be back with another one.